treachery. Scale pocket body armor. I have a 3 pocket body armor. Yeah, I do. Howdy, bud. Happy Thursday. Hope you had a great week so far and a great stream. Yo, I appreciate it, Ghost. You as well, man. Seeing ya. Hope you're doing well as well.
The Order welcomes you.
Cheers. Back doing well. Glad to hear you're doing the same. Yeah, man. It's been a busy week. I have 9/11 life. Can't see it because it's behind me, but loot.
Not enough mana.
Get wrecked. Alright, how's this barb shield? Nope. Got him. Damn. We're getting better at this, I'd have to say. What is happening? Oh, I thought it said flawless diamond arrows. I was like, what the fuck?
I need a key.
Bring him over here. Come on, bring them over here. Pop some bodies. That's the way to do it. Plate. Nope. Exclamation blaze. What's good, Earth? Does seem like a good time to exclamation blaze, don't it?
What's up,
Yo.
Squeak?
What's going on, man?
Just getting home. Fucking, it's been a long day.
Shit, man. So I got a pre-alpha Steam key. Play or test play a new MMO that's coming out
Oh,
eventually
really?
called Eternal Tombs. And so some of the info that I can kind of briefly run down on this is that like the graphics looks nice. The way the combat is like left click for basic attack, and then right click is one of your hotkey attacks. So similar to like D2, you get like 1 through 0. You can hotkey stuff.
Great.
And you kind of, you know, just select your hotkey and use right click for whatever ability you're using. There's a bunch of different classes. Some of the cool things that I thought that I saw about it was, for one, it's box price only, so it's an MMO with an optional subscription, but there's no microtransactions, and it's just, you know, pay for the game, you get the game, basically. You can't, and everything has to be earned in game, yada yada, all that good stuff. Another cool feature that I think could be pretty interesting is with their crafting. You know how, like, at the end of Act 5, you can set up one of your, or inscribe one of your weapons that like have your name on it, just one of your items or whatever. Well, anytime you craft an item, this game, you can, it essentially puts your character's name on the item. So like it turns a crafted item into something that people know you made it. And what makes that even more interesting is that in the main towns, or the cities that they have, you can set up shops to sell the items that you craft to other players, like while you're not there. So like you can, yeah, so you can like set up your own shop. There's even like, they said there's places just kind of hidden even out in the wilderness as well, and you can just set up shops. And even like if you wanted to, you could like host your own event where it's like you know, you hide a vendor out in bumfuck nowhere that has this super godly crafted item, and you set it for like, you know, 1 gold or something like that. If you find it, you win. Yeah, but you can do shit like that basically. And then they also have a system called Tomb Masters, which is, I guess, similar to a Dungeon Master for D&D. And basically what they do is, when the servers are up and running, they can just initiate like server-wide events at any time at a bunch of random different areas of the map, and essentially like they can control and introduce just like random events out of nowhere for you, or like even people just on the server to do. And they can scale it pretty much to however they want. So like if they make, you know, random pop-up event in an area where there's not many people, they can scale it down so that it's like almost soloable. or they can turn that same monster up to like 40, 50 people fighting it at a time, which is crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Supposed to have raids and a bunch of other stuff. It looks pretty interesting. The art style kind of feels Elder Scrolls-ish aesthetics. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking about potentially trying it out tomorrow. Yeah, they're gonna have an open test weekend coming up. I think it's from like the 11th to the 13th, literally a few days after D4 launches, so I'm not sure I'll be playing it then, but at least it'll be available for anybody to try publicly.
That is. So, what do you have you looked at all the planners I've done so far?
Yeah, I looked at some of them. Some of the first couple ones that you sent me. I haven't gotten through all of them yet.
Good day.
I think the what the hell is it?
Oh,
I think the Thunder Spike one is going to be really solid.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see how it's gonna. I'm sure whatever you choose for Spiritborn is probably gonna be overpowered anyway. I feel like all of it is gonna be really good.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
It's the new flavor of the month. Of course, it's gonna be fucking overpowered.
Yeah, it'll be the flavor of the remainder of the year, based.
Yeah.
Time to go back to the stony. Yeah, but I thought it was cool that they said, you know, no microtransactions, optional subscription. You know, what you buy is what you get. The dungeon or the Tomb Master events seem pretty cool. Just having, you know, like a random game overseer out there spawning shit for us to do. A yellow ring? Okay. I'll take it. So you've been playing anything else, or you just been doing the planners and stuff?
Fuck, these planners have been taking a lot of time, bro.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
And
Hours, you know?
yeah, that I still want to redo the Paragon board on a couple of them. The only one that I have that I really like the Paragon board on is the Thunderstrike one.
Okay.
I'm working on a Quill Volley one right now. It's you throw out 5 feathers that pierce enemies, each dealing 65% multiplicative damage. It's got a thing where it makes enemies vulnerable if they're hit with like at least 3 of them. So similar to Rogue there with Puncture. And then you've got a thing where it'll shoot out the additional ones that deal 10% increased multiplicative damage to each enemy per hit.
Oh, really?
I'm actually using the Seeker for this one because it knocks down enemies.
Okay.
I'm using Scourge because it says Scourge says call forth a wave of insects that bite enemies, fearing and throwing them by 50% for 3 seconds while applying 100% multiplicative poison damage over 6 seconds. The reason I want that is mainly for the fear.
Right.
Because this is a ranged build, so I want to be able to keep enemies away.
Time for the butcher's cleaver.
Unfortunately, they can't use it.
Oh, shit. Can't use that weapon type.
Nope. They do have a unique quarterstaff, though, that's interesting. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Your core skills are now additionally basic skills, free to cast and deal up to 30% less damage based on their cost. At maximum vigor, your core skills instead deal normal damage and consume all vigor to critically strike with 3% increased critical strike damage for each point spent. At the moment, I am...
They always gotta overcomplicate everything, huh?
Fuck yeah. I think at the moment I'll end up with like 140 figure.
Okay.
So that's another 42% critical strike chance.
Okay. That's
sorry, damage. Damage, not chance.
Okay, damage.
Yeah.
Say chance, that's a lot.
Yeah. One of the unique greens has 50% critical strike damage on it, so you know. But yeah, it's should be alright, I hope.
Sure, they're gonna work better than whatever the hell I'm gonna do.
Well, I'm sending them to you so you can use one of them, because you know I'm not going to use all fucking 4.
Yeah. So let me know which one you pick, and then I'll, you know.
Well, you wanted to do poison, so you can go ahead and pick the poison centipede.
Yeah, I want to do centipede with the eagle movement ability. I'm not sure if that even can be weaved in somehow, but I feel like it could work. I don't know.
It's in the build.
Okay.
Yeah, like the Thunder Strike when used gets it for free, sort of. So there's a pair of unique boots that turn your evade into soar, and
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I don't have soar on the skill tree for that. Save this one so I can switch over to that planner real quick. Well, I'll just open it up. Let's see. I think I'm just trying to open it. So let's see. The unique boots +3 max evade charges attacks reduce evade's cooldown to 1.5 seconds. 24.1% resource generation, which this build doesn't need at all because it's all a basic skill. 35% damage, 45.8% cooldown reduction. Soar deals between 10 and 50% multiplicative increased damage. Your evade is now soar.
Oh, that's pretty nice.
So, yeah.
That's
like I got the toxic skin. Yeah. And like since this one's a basic skill build, I'm pretty sure it's going to be fairly close range. So I've got toxic skin for the you hit me, you get poisoned.
Right, right. What did you choose for the rune stuff?
Runes. Oh,
like
freaking!
Rune words.
Every one of them is has druids petrify
and war cry.
Yeah,
yeah, petrify and war cry. Petrocry. That's what we'll call it. The Petrocry builds.
Yeah. Let's. I think is core volume. Is that?
I'm definitely gonna pull up on the level 73, dude. First character. Made my second spirit shield today. It was actually a pretty nice one. Wear it at level 25, I think it was.
And now, see, there's something important with the soar, the eagle movement ability. Vortex.
Okay.
So, it says create a cyclone that pulls enemies inwards, followed by a crushing downdraft that deals 35% multiplicative damage to you. And then casting Vortex increases the damage of the next skill cast by 20% multiplicative. Soar, there is aspect of turbulence, which I have on the legs on a lot of builds. Any builds that's using Soar. Soar casts Vortex at its landing location and deals 25 to 45% multiplicative increased damage. So, the way this basic skill build should run is every time you evade, you use Soar, and every time you land, you pull in enemies.
Yeah, and then you just poison the fuck out of them.
If they hit me.
And then you get that mythic, unique pole arm, and then you just execute them all.
I'm using a mythic. I'm using a unique weapon, anyways. Unfortunately.
Okay.
For this build, your basics. It's whatever it's called. It's got cooldown reduction, damage while healthy, all stats, +6 to follow through. Follow through is your basic skill, deal X multiplicative increased damage, double this bonus for third cast. So, at the moment with 9 rings, it's 45% increased multiplicative damage. Thunder Spike, the third attack on it, pierces further and deals 45.15% multiplicative damage and reduces your evade cooldown by 5 seconds. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so if my evade has 3 charges, my attack reduce evade's cooldown, and then that, I should be evading a lot. So that should have me jumping a shit ton.
Yeah, and then you get the evade invocation runes or whatever that fuck they're called, and the travel one, and then you're good. Just constantly petrifying, war crying, drawing in enemies, evading.
Yeah, I'm using Backyom, which is travel 5 meters.
Yeah,
and petrify, and the other one is Yule which is cast skill with a cooldown. Everything on the skill bar except for the basic attack is a cooldown.
Yeah.
So, but okay. So now the legendary effect on that unique stat. Your basic skills deal 25 to 75% increased damage. Always use their third attack, and every third cast unleashes triple strike. So if I'm always doing the third attack, and my third attack reduces my evade cooldown by 5 seconds,
right,
then I should have constant evade all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Which is going to be ridiculously stupid.
That'd be awesome, honestly.
Yeah. I'm using Ravager. It's like the Spirit-Born's own version of Warcry. I've got that in the list. I've got the Toxic Skin, so if you hit me, you get poisoned. Activate it for Unhindered, which is really nice. The Armored Hide, which grants you Resolve and lets you become unstoppable using 100% block stance. And it also increases your thorns, but that's whatever.
Yeah. Get the rat's ass about that.
Yeah, I have counterattack. So the passive on counterattack is 10% dodge chance, and you automatically retaliate against close enemies for 80% multiplicative damage when you dodge their attack. When it's active, you dodge all direct attacks for 3 seconds per charge you. It's only got 2 charges, so it's up to 6 seconds. Modifier, counterattack cooldown is reduced by 0.5 seconds per stack of ferocity you have. Counterattack passively increases your critical strike damage by 6% multiplicative for every close enemy, up to 30%. So
damn.
just a base, increase my crit damage. And I went with the hunter for this. Like after reading these ultimates, I mean, the Devour, the Centipede one is really going to be build specific. The Gorilla one is going to be extremely build specific. And I think the Eagle one is going to be very build specific. It seems like the Hunter is just like the best one overall.
Right.
So that's been in most of the build.
I can't.
I'm not sure if I'm going to use adaptive, which of the actual key passives I'm going to use. Like Noxious Resonance is specifically for poison, so there's no real need to use that one for this one because I'm not doing enough poison damage to worry about it. Prodigy is tempo. This one's interesting. Every third consecutive cast of the same basic skill increases all purchased skill rank by 2 for 5 steps.
Huh.
And then every third consecutive cast of the same core or potency skill reduces all skills active cooldowns by 10%, increases by 2% for their skill rank.
Damn.
I mean, I don't use any other, so it's going to be. Well, do I have a potency skill in here? Focus, defensive, armor, focus. Nope. So that the second part of that is not useful at all. Just gives me extra skill ranks and shit. So I don't know. Adaptive stances, which is the other one that I am contemplating about.
Impossible.
The base spirit of a skill cast grants the following. Eagle is 30% movement speed, Gorilla is 30% damage reduction, Jaguar is 30% attack speed, Centipede is 30% life steal.
Life steal.
Casting a skill of life steal. Casting a skill of a different base spirit swaps to the new bonus. Increases your core stats by 50% for 5 steps. Now, I have a Centipede skill, a Gorilla skill, 3 Jaguar skills, and an Eagle skill.
Right.
So, I'll have bonuses swapped a lot. The unique helmet. While your spirit hall choices match, their bonuses are 100% more potent. Skills of that base spirit cost 60%, 20 to 60% less, and have 20 to 60% reduced cooldown. The cooldown reduction is just too insane. So I'm running Jaguar for both slots there. And this one, I'm not sure about. Vital Strikes. You deal 45% multiplicative increased damage to vulnerable enemy. After making an enemy vulnerable, your next direct damage dealt to them heals you for 2% of your max life, generates 5 vigor, and removes the vulnerable effect. So
that's weird.
You make them vulnerable, you hit them really hard, and they're no longer vulnerable. I'm not sure about that. But
guess maybe it could work for when you're popping your ultimate, but
see, Soar, when Soar lands, it creates a cloud that makes enemies vulnerable.
Right.
For 4 seconds. So, I've got plenty of vulnerable into the build already, so it might be worthwhile. That's one I'm going to have to play around with and see how they actually work. But yeah, I think this is the best one of the builds that I've built so far. None of these are leveling builds. Every one of them is, they're designed for in-game
setup shit.
Yeah, just because they're unique dependent.
Yeah. I'm wondering how frequent the runes are going to be dropping and shit like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too.
But I know the first couple of days, I mean, honestly, the first week or the first couple of days, it's probably going to be slow going for me. Like, I want to, enjoy the campaign, be able to watch everything, be able to play through everything. So, depending on how long that actually ends up being.
Yeah. I'm kind of hating the fact that I'm locked in behind a two-handed weapon. I really am.
Yeah.
Uh, the poison one, it's got soar, so you can use the little eagle movement ability. It has the toxic skin, so you know you can be unhindered, and if enemies hit you, they're vulnerable. They're poisoned.
Right.
Touch of death, because you want the swarms, the swarms deal poison damage and shit.
Swarms and
Yeah. It has the devour, which is the centipede. The instant kill that it's got for non-boss mobs is pretty nice. Withering Fist is your basic attack. It applies damage in the third attack first on your target damage and surrounded enemy, slowing them by 30%.
Okay.
Good evening.
Yeah. And then modifiers are gain 1 vigor per second for every nearby poison enemy, enemy poisoned by Withering Fist up to 10. And then Withering Fist's third attack spreads its poison to 3 nearby unaffected enemies. Hitting a vulnerability will also spread that effect to all hits.
Good evening.
Which is really nice. Stinger, that's your core skill, which is going to be like your primary damage outside of the Devourer. Let's see. It deals 98% multiplicative damage to enemies within its area of effect, as well as surrounding poisoned enemies.
Okay.
Applies 50% of its base damage as poison over 6 seconds to all enemies hit. And then if it strikes a vulnerable enemy, it heals you for 10% of your max life. If you're healthy, it makes enemies vulnerable for 3 seconds. So as long as you have 85% health or more, every time you hit somebody, they become vulnerable.
That's nice.
Only unique I've got on this one right now is Fists of Fate. I have Might on the helmet. Of course, Fists of Fate. You know, you gotta have that lucky hit chance for this one. The helmet, I only have Might on, which is just damage reduction, so that being able to be swapped into Andy's is pretty easy. The weapon has its pestilence aspect on it, which says Stinger spawns a pestilence swarm at its target location, which deals 70 to 150% of Stinger's base damage per hit. Pestilence swarms now last 100% longer and spiral outwards.
So hammered in.
Yeah, kinda.
Swarmed in.
That's gonna have to be kept. You're probably going to have to replace one of the rings with the Ring of Starless Skies in order to handle the resource generation.
Right.
Because at the moment, the way it's handled is through the Umbral aspect, which is restores 1 to 8 of the primary resource from crowd control enemy.
Okay.
So that's probably, you're going to have to switch to that when you switch to use pole arm. Otherwise, you're losing that pestilence swarm too much. Like, I don't know. That or you get rid of the Fists of Fate, but I kind of think they're necessary for this one. Could be wrong.
At least for some good damage.
Yeah. Yeah. But you switch to that polearm, you'll have to get rid of the umbral aspect and move the pestilence over to a ring.
Okay.
And Amulet of Plains Power. The Plains Power aspect says lucky hit up to a 25% chance to create a Mystic Circle for 10 seconds. Casting a Jaguar skill in Mystic Circles empowers them to keep your ferocity at maximum and increases your damage by 5 to 10% multiplicative per stack while you remain within. Well, there is a aspect that gives you additional 1 to 5 stacks of ferocity for your max.
Right.
So that could be huge, and I don't have it on. I have Binding Morass on my feet at the moment, which is close enemies or those you deal indirect damage to are slowed by 30 to 70% for 3 seconds, and you deal 20% multiplicative increased damage to slowed enemies, which is really nice.
Yeah, I mean...
Then I have Soar Casting Vortex at its landing location so that you draw enemies in.
What you need?
Raiders on the body, which is you heal for 1 to 21% max life when you poison a healthy enemy. That's just huge.
Yeah.
Like I said, Might on the helmet, which could be swapped out. So, but we plan to go Andes on that when we get there.
Probably.
You know, we'll use that. This seems like it's going to be very, very resource intensive using Stinger. But like I said, I don't know for sure because I haven't gotten to play it, and I'm not special enough to be one of those few people that gets early access and gets to start playing on the 4th instead of the 8th.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's quite a bit of salt going on around in the Diablo community right now about that shit.
Yeah, it's more or less just because, you know, there's other people that want to get access to it and make builds too, you know?
Well, yeah, but, you know, we're not special like Woody or Rob or Rax, you know.
It is.
They get early access. I want early access too, damn it.
Dude, I'm about to be level fucking 70.
Oh, right on. Yeah, if you want, you can take the poison one. I think I'm gonna try the Thunder Strike out. The Paragon board works. It looks a little incomplete.
Right. There it is. Yeah, boy, 73. Let's go.
Yeah, I still have like 14 points that I haven't spent on the Paragon boards, so.
Yeah, probably won't get all of them anyway.
Yeah, probably not. Or, you know, you can grab one of somebody else's build on shit. But, yeah, I think I did really good with the Thunder Strike. And I'm hoping it works. I haven't looked at anyone else's builds yet. Another friend of mine looked at Woody's Thunder Strike build and said mine was quite a bit different.
Okay. Guess we'll have to see how it goes then. I mean, I don't know, man. I know that everything's gonna be a lot different feeling. It's gonna be so much different from what we're used to right now. I feel like. I haven't been on in a while either.
I haven't either. Yeah, at the moment, my Thunder Strike build has 3,519% critical strike damage. That's just base standing.
Damn.
Yeah. I think the Centipede build has the highest dex. out of them all. It's 2,606 decks on it. Thunder Spike's 2,204. The Quill Volley, I haven't done Paragons yet, so I don't know on it. Let's see, what's the Thorns one look like? 2008. It's kind of a basic attack build too.
The basic attacks are going to be the way to go.
Well, I mean, just because of the weapon that does makes your basic attacks deal extra damage and always use their third attack.
Right.
The basic attack, the gorilla basic attack, is Rock Splitter. It says you rush it in at target and clobber enemies in front of you, dealing 20% multiplicative damage. Your third attack strikes enemies all around you, dealing 28% multiplicative damage. So it's turned into an AoE automatically. Rock modifiers or Rock Splitter increases your block chance by 15% for 5 seconds. On you block, you gain 11 vigor. And Rock Splitter increases your thorns by 20% multiplicative for 5 seconds, and your third attack deals 100% of your thorns damage to enemies. So since I'm always doing thorns, every time you smack somebody with that, you're hitting them with 100% of your thorns.
Right.
And turns it into an AoE, so.
Ist rune. I think it's my first Ist rune. I don't know if I have this.
And no core skill with that one. I still have the Soar Evade set up in that. I've got the Toxic Skin because I want hit. The Armored Hide for the Unstoppable, the Resolve, and the Block Chance. And there's one thing it says the Adaptable Armored Hide is when you evade through enemies with an Armored Hide active, you deal 100% of your thorns to them and heal for 5% of your max life. Per hit.
Damn.
Yeah.
A lot of healing.
Counter attack. So we want counter attack because I like really overload. Yeah, here you go. When you dodge a control impairing attack with counter attack, it will reflect that crowd control to all close enemies for 2 seconds. Yeah. Seems pretty solid. And then the Gorilla Ultimate. It protects an area for 6 seconds, continuously smashing surrounding enemies for 112% multiplicative damage and granting you very 15% of your max life every 1.5 seconds.
Somebody's gonna get that thing to fucking one-shot Uber Lilith.
Yeah. See, the Protector Strikes deal 300% multiplicative, increased damage to non-elite enemies, and reduce the damage you take from elite enemies by 30% for 6 seconds. And then the Protector's area persists for an additional 6 seconds. While in the area, you are unstoppable, and any enemies or small missiles inside are slowed by 80%. That's huge. Yeah. I have a unyielding hit aspect on my amulet here. So, it's a 60% cast instead of 40. But it says casting a gorilla skill adds 60% of your armor to all attacks for 3 seconds. So with disobedience, because he doesn't want extra armor, it gives you stats you up to 46% armor.
Right.
And then was it when I figured it out, like I did like master working and whatnot, figured it out, I had a little over 6,000 armor. So it's like another 4,000 damage to your attacks. On top of the additional 2,000 thorns damage.
Damn. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Gonna be over prepared for when we go to hell, I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah, probably.
I'm excited to see what the story's gonna play out to be.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how they're gonna do the campaign shit. They like
I need a key.
skip vanilla campaign and, you know, just start with Vessel of Hatred, or how that works.
Supposedly. Yeah. On this Quill Volley build, the unique helm for it says it's all stats, damage, crit strike, chance, and damage reduction. The unique effect is your skills are all additionally Jaguar, Eagle, Gorilla, or Centipede skills based on your second Spirit Hall choice. Each spirit type a skill has increases its damage by 10 to 50% multiplicatively. So, if I'm just using Quill Volley as my main attack, which is an Eagle,
Right.
then Jaguar for the primary Spirit Hall, which makes all of my skills also Jaguars. Yeah, so your primary Spirit Hall also makes all of your skills whatever that one is. So if you pick Eagle, they're all Eagle. You know, Centipede, they're all Centipede. So on and so
Okay.
forth. I have Gorilla for the secondary, which gives you +2 max resolve, and then you have at least 5 stacks of resolve. You are unstoppable.
That's nice.
Let's see. Thought I had something in here. It's on a different build, I guess. Yeah, there's a unique ring I need to put on the poison build that I didn't do. Called Ring of the Midday Hunt.
Okay.
The effect on it is your maximum vigor is increased by 50%.
Impossible.
Every kill grants you 1 to 7 vigor. While you have any ferocity, your poisonings deal their damage in 33% of the normal duration. So
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure if I want to use it or not. Yeah, here we go. This one. Peacemonger's Signet. I think I want this one on the Quill Volley, but I'm not sure. Generate 1 to 7 vigor per second while you have at least 4 stacks of ferocity, and gaining ferocity also grants resolve. So it'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Some of these uniques are interesting. They've got one that they data mined from the placeholder. It's called Thorn Pulse. It says you continuously pulse thorns damage every 5 seconds. The frequency is increased up to 1 second for every 10 enemies. So I'm not sure it's going to actually be in there, unfortunately, but that's what they pulled out of the data mines.
So it could be a maybe.
Yeah, which, I mean, that one's definitely something you want to put on the Thorn build if you're doing it, I think.
A boner shield. Pocket. Poleaxe. Pocket. Great. Dude, I ran out of stash space so bad in this fucking game.
Uh-huh. They said runes fucked up inventory management in that game back.
Yeah, I spent a little bit of time today condensing some runes, so I was able to free up some space just by, you know, taking the stuff that I had a lot of and, you know, upgrading it to the next tier.
Yeah.
I am overburdened.
But you still have a bunch of inventory issues.
Yeah. I wish you could just, you know, have as many tabs as you want.
Can't do that though.
Yeah, apparently. Ooh, an Edge Master bow? Got a unique bow laying on the ground. What do we do with it?
I can't.
I can't. Alright, whatever. Now, empty my fucking inventory.
Stay a while and listen.
What do we get?
What can I do for you?
Got a Spine Ripper as well, which is a one-handed dagger for Necros. +1 in Necro skills. Nice. Ignores targets' defenses. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
But I have a white wand equipped, so... we won't be using.
So you ready for the next episode of Penguin come Monday?
Yeah, I watched it. It was good, man. I am definitely pumped to see what it turns in.
Fucking, I was told that was Colin Farrell when I watched the movie, and I was like, "What? No, that's not it. What?" No. And then, yeah, that's Colin Farrell, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, it looks crazy, don't he?
Mm-hmm.
You're like, nah. Like, okay, maybe it is. There's like some moments where you can kind of tell. Then for the most part, no, not really. Cow level clear.
Yes.
Yes. What did we get, Kane? Sky Strike. Percent chance to cast level 6 Meteor on striking. That's nuts. +1 to Amazon skill levels. This is some Boazon shit. I don't even have any room for it. Oh, I do. Kidding. So bad.
Mm-hmm.
Found a not paladins, but build beard on. For some rune words, for and for Arc helmet. Arc med. Alright. Farm some cow level. See if I can find any more good bases.
I need mana.
Ooh. Socket Gothic 8. .30 defense. He has a stealth that's 86. That could be a nice upgrade for him. More defensive.
Did you watch Wolverine and Deadpool yet? The Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god, that shit was fucking great.
So good. Can't wait for it to come out so I can watch it a million times.
Mm-hmm. Making these builds causes my brain to hurt.
Gear rune.
Do that, but it does.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
Impossible.
I thought it the other day about making a road build. Just like,
Nah. Not today. Where the... Did I already kill what's his nuts? I guess I did. Was he? Here?
Like when it comes time to do a rogue, I'll just look at somebody else's build.
Yeah.
Like surely Woody will have, you know, him or Sanctum will have the top one going already. So I did notice Sanctum has a few Spiritborn builds already as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking ready.
Yeah.
Cal F.
I didn't even look to see if any of mine have been looked at. No.
Good to see you.
I'll put that to good use.
Better than mine? By like one defense. Durability is lower, but the defense is one better.
Is one defense really going to matter that much?
I don't think so. If I can get a better insight, my merc be crazy. Get a really base version of Bulge. Bum.
Good day.
Okay. 2-socket bone helmet? So I guess I am getting some upgrades. Get a better lore for myself. And it's a necro-themed helmet.
I'm worn out. Today's been rough.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's fun.
I can't.
Ew. Infernal Grimoire.
I can't carry anymore.
campfire is next Thursday, right?
I believe so, yeah. Oh my god.
What?
15 to 36 damage is that it? Damn, dude, I thought I was about to have a fucking banger. It's what I'm looking for, but somehow a even worse version. Cavalry. Take that.
It's locked. Impossible.
And
Hello.
Good day.
so I got a unique Spire of Lazarus staff.
Okay.
+1 to all Sork skills. +1 to Chain Lightning, +2 to Lightning, +3 to Static Field. What the fuck? Pretty crazy. Heart rune. Soul.
I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use. I'll put that to good use.
Two socket Grim Shield. Why couldn't you be 4? The hell? A unique warhammer. And all sorts of shit today.
It's locked.
docket.
I can't. I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Boo. Boo, motherfucker. Okay.
Yes?
Good to see you.
impossible. I need a key. I can't.
What you need?
do that here.
What the fuck? Unique scythe off a random ass open world mob?
Yeah, happens.
And a set full plate mail? What the fuck is happening? Full harvest scythe. I already have this. Bum, 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 bum.
Greetings.
Hello.
No bueno, no bueno.
Thanks.
Damn. Something in there is aura enchanted.
Thanks.
Yes?
Impossible.
This way.
I need a key.
Damn it. Socket shield.
Damn.
Holy hell. Rough.
I could go to sleep right now, but if I do that, I'll be up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Pissed off
Yeah.
that I'm bored.
Hmm. 3 socket shield. 110 strength. That's fucked.
A lot of strength.
Yeah, I don't have remotely close to that. I'm at 70. Strength is not part of the build.
You're only 40 away. Come on.
Yeah. How much life that's gonna take away from me?
You scared, huh?
Yeah.
Your fucking skeletons do everything anyway. Come on.
For the most part. They do get their asses kicked sometimes.
That sounds like player and error. And you're just bad at the game.
Yeah. That's probably the only real answer. Corpse explosions where it's at. Yep. Sabre. Alright, I'm probably gonna end up calling it soon anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
And tomorrow I might try out that Eternal Tombs for a little bit, see how it goes.
Yeah.
Not really feeling it. I'll probably just come this, start hell.
Yeah. Live. My Final Fantasy server is dying.
Really? That sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh.
Thanks. Thanks.
Some of the old school Final Fantasy games are on sale on Steam. Chrono Trigger. You ever play Chrono Trigger?
I don't think so.
I say that's probably a little too old for you. It's an old school RPG. Back, I think Super Nintendo days.
Oh yeah.
I could be wrong, but yeah. It's probably one of the best RPGs of the era.
Thanks. Oh look, don't you need one of these? A crystal sword?
I know.
Looking for them in Last Epoch.
Wasn't Hano looking for those?
I think you were too, weren't you? At the point?
If I could find out.
Falcon or ogres. The Cow King. Kick his ass.
I need a key.
Have you ever seen the movie Idiocracy?
Yeah, it's been a while though.
You know, that movie was made with like a really limited budget, right?
Yeah. Yep.
The costume designer didn't have much of a budget for costuming, and they were trying to find shoes for everybody.
Yeah.
And she found this new shoe company that was producing what she thought were some of the ugliest and stupidest looking shoes out there. And the producer was like, well, you know, are we sure they're not going to become a big thing, because we don't want to use them and then, you know, saying that they're ugly and stupid and then, you know, have them become popular. They were like, nah, this is not going to be a thing. You know what shoes they used in Idiocracy?
What?
Crocs.
Oh my god.
Yeah. the the stupid ugly shoes that they picked were Crocs.
Amazing. And now look at them.
Nothing's changed, just more people are wearing them.
Yeah. They're still ugly as fuck.
Mm-hmm. I don't care how comfortable they are. Just, it's not going to happen.
Stony Field is terrorized. No! Terror zoning.
You know they're making another Hellboy movie.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be good, unfortunately.
Probably not. I mean, a lot of people were upset about the whole no more Ron Perlman as Hellboy.
Yeah.
But I mean, fuck, he's like 75 years old now. But yeah, the new Hellboy movie is not going to go into theaters. It's just going straight to streaming services.
Damn. Yeah, the quality didn't look great.
Yeah, the last one wasn't horrible. The guy they got to play Hellboy did decent.
Right.
A bit darker and grittier than the first one, so a little bit closer to the comics that way. Ron Perlman just adds a bit of character to it that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he is Hellboy, just like fucking Hugh Jackman and Wolverine.
Green.
Is what
Yeah.
I'm sorry, no matter which way you change that, it's never going to be the same.
Uh-huh. That scene in Deadpool and Wolverine. How are we going to do this without disrespecting Logan? We're not.
We're not. Deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty funny, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it was probably one of the best Marvel movies they've made so far.
Yeah. And probably one of the most, explicit Disney movies to ever exist.
Probably?
I don't know much else they would have done that had that level of cursing in it.
Hey, you know how many people were happy to have Wolverine say fuck?
Oh, yeah. And Chris Evans. Fucking Chris Evans, dude.
Uh-huh.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. The number of cameos in that was really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree.
And I was surprised about the Gambit.
Oh yeah. That was just What's up, Cube? Blaze and sip, you got it. Cube, I'm thinking about tomorrow trying out Eternal Tombs. Cube is also going to be playing Earth.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's going to test it out as well. What time? I don't know. Probably whenever I get on tomorrow. Depends when I'm done work.
You said Eternal Tomb?
Yeah, Eternal Tombs, and it's on Steam. Got your person at level 3 and then decided to wait. You have 2 other people gonna test with us? Oh, nice.
Good day.
Yeah, some of the stuff that I saw from older videos looked pretty cool, so I'm interested in what it looks like now. Plus one of the Paladins. That's a key.
Good day.
Hey, graphics look pretty solid for a free-to-play.
I don't know if it's necessarily going to end up being free, but I know that, you know, all the testing and all the public play stuff is definitely free to participate in. And
Not enough mana.
Who are these people?
Gallery. Yeah, it's not so bad looking. I like the look of it. There's definitely some things that you can find, some older stuff on YouTube about it.
I'm watching gameplay trailer on Steam where they're fighting a giant dragon.
Oh yeah, the raid trailer. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks like combat is kind of wonky. Yeah, I imagine that feels a little different than I guess your average MMO would feel. Like I said, it kind of, to me, from what I understand, is that it kind of feels like D2R combat, where it's left click for basic attack, then you run through all your keybinds and you just right click. So instead of, you know, usual like spamming a whole bunch of different buttons on your keyboard isn't really there. Total ARPG combat controls, yeah. That's what my kind of understanding of it was. Like if D2R became an MMO, third-person MMO. Supposedly there's active blocking too, but you haven't figured that out? Okay. Yeah, there's probably some sort of keybind or some shit that you gotta do. Sort of requirements for.
$200 gigs of available space. Holy shit.
Yeah. I think it's a pretty big game. World is very large.
My potato won't play it.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's locked.
Curious as to how they're gonna make money off this game other than sales.
I think expansions as well, honestly. What I'm saying, and then like I said, there's optional subscription, which I believe technically just expands your character limit. Maybe is what I haven't looked into it, but I saw there was like It said there was an optional subscription, but it doesn't give you, you know, like any crazy game benefits or anything. More like a supporter type thing. I'll have to look more into that.
Thanks. 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 Thanks.
Ooh, that amulet?
I fucking hope they announce that they lower the level required to get into on. Waiting to 50 is ridiculous.
For what?
On Diablo 4, the difficulty be unlocked behind level 50. They need to lower it to like level 40. Because, I mean, a lot of us were ready for a higher difficulty tier at like 35.
Pretty much.
And the capstone dungeons were the right thing to do, I think. You know.
Yeah, they're fucking gone.
I
Gonzo.
know.
Never have to fight Elias ever again.
Yeah.
They should just make him an Uber boss now.
Yeah, that would be cool.
The same thing with the other one. The,
I can't.
the
Yeah,
fucking council or whatever.
Yeah. I'm hoping they lower that level requirement to unlock difficulty. Even 40 would be better than 50.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. A capstone dungeon would be the right thing to do instead of... Because some of us are going to be able to do it way earlier than others.
Yeah, they just moved that way further up and turned it into the pit instead of capstones. What's Cow King? Your little fuck.
can't carry anymore. Thanks. Greetings.
Rite of passage boots. 30% faster run walk, 25 defense, half free duration, max stamina. That's clutch. Half free.
What you need?
Alright, I think that's where I'm going to call it a night. But I will be back tomorrow. Like I said, I think I'm going to try out Eternal Tombs. I still haven't downloaded. Probably do that. And make space for it.
200 gigs, yeah, you might want to.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make space for it. So, alright. I will catch y'all tomorrow.
Alrighty, sweet.
You guys have a good one. And, yeah, tomorrow's Friday. The weekend. Yeah. One more day, dude.
I'm glad it's only one more day.
Like 130 something gigs. Yeah, at the moment it's like 130. Just ask for 200. Please, you got it. Here. I have to make sure I stop at the dispensary tomorrow or something. I may have to go Saturday, I don't know. Right. Yeah. Drop a raid on racks. Take all 5 of you. Have a good night, everybody. See you next time.
Sweet.